everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here, and welcome to the third episode of the Build Your Own Budget Planner Using a Notebook series. If this is the very first video that you are seeing, I have two other episodes, and the very first one I did a quick intro of what's to come, what pages I am building out, and kind of introducing why I'm doing this whole series. And then for last week's video, episode number 2, or actually let me back that up. So far, in episode 1 we did build out the budget overview, master list, and the budget category breakdown. And then in episode 2, which was last week's video, I built out my debt overview list as well as a debt balance tracker sheet over here, so you guys can go ahead and check those videos out if you're interested in those. But for today's video, we are going to be building out, I'm going to skip these two for now, but we are going to be building out our financial goals, and it's going to be on 2 pages. You don't necessarily have to use 2 pages if you don't need to, but I have a total of 7 goals. So I want to make sure I have enough room to write down not just the goal, like the end goal, but the action steps that I need to make in order to accomplish that goal. So that is what we're going to do today. What I'm going to do is go ahead and fast forward through it, and then talk a bit about my goals at the end. I think this is what I did with my very first DIY budget notebook that I did last year, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here because sometimes I can't talk and write at the same time, or I just can't concentrate or whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and just fast forward through it and then talk to you guys about my goals when I get back. Okay, so these are my goals. Sorry if it seems a little bit dark. I'm kind of filming this at night and I just have my room light on. I usually like to film during the day when I get some sunlight, so hopefully it doesn't come across too dark and you can still see. But anyways, so this is my financial goals for the year. Just a thing about setting your goals is, yes, it's great to aim pretty high on your goals, like especially if you want to be debt free, but make sure to also implement the process, the action steps that'll help you achieve those goals. Don't forget about those steps, and don't beat yourself up too much if, let's say, you didn't get to accomplish that one goal that you set for yourself. Instead, take a look at the progress that you made, because that can totally make such a big difference. So yeah, so anyways, let's just go ahead and go through mine really quickly. So starting on this first page, so goal number 1 is to have a 3-month emergency fund set up based on our bare minimum expenses. And our bare minimum expenses, we would need about $3,000 a month. Like, that's our living expenses and cutting out subscriptions and stuff. That's just the bare minimum. Just making sure we have food to buy and all of that, and the necessities is taken care of. So for 3 months we would need $9,000, and as of the beginning of the new year, we had $4,400 saved. So we need to save 45 more. And as you guys will see later on, you guys will see very specific numbers, because the thing with setting goals, especially savings goals, I'll get more into that in my when I set up my savings tracker. The reason why you want to be very specific with your numbers is so that when you have extra money, if you have extra blessings, extra funds coming in your life, you know exactly where you can put it towards, especially if you want to knock out debt or have a specific savings amount that you want to save. That way, each month or each time you're paid and you have money left over, that you can throw it to those goals. So moving on to goal number 2, this one I will get in more detail, but basically I laid out all of our sinking funds, the goal amount that we want, and in my savings tracker I broke it down even more. But just here for my goals, I just wrote these down. And I also have a column here for the starting balance as of the new year. So we have a total of 8 sinking funds. And I also, again, have this in my savings tracker because I like to see it all in a spreadsheet, and all of the monthly amounts that, monthly and bi-weekly amounts that we would need to save in order to achieve these goals. Goal number 3 is to max out my husband's Roth IRA, which would be $6,000 because that is the limit. And then my action on here, I wrote all overtime money, all extra money goes to prioritizing this goal, which we did because we did get extra blessings, and this was our number 1 priority, to get that funded already so that money can sit in there and make money, or not make money right now because I think the market's down. But yeah, so that's all fully funded right now. Number 4 is to contribute $2,400 this year to my son's 529. We do have money in there already, but for this year, with the amount of goals that we have, we decided with $2,400 for now. So monthly, that means $200, which $100 would be coming from me and my husband, and then $100 from my ninang, who likes to give the boys allowance. And any extra blessings or anything for the boys will most likely go here as well. And then I wrote on here is to encourage family to contribute instead of giving our boys a gift, because I did see that there is a link on there that I can send to family members that they can go ahead and contribute themselves. So yeah. Hopefully we get that fully funded, or not fully funded, but hopefully we'll be able to contribute more than the $2,400, but that is what we're shooting for now. And then moving on to this side, goal number 5 is to have $15,000 saved for our house down payment. We don't plan to buy a house this year. It's looking like it might not even happen next year, but we do want to save slowly but surely for it. Current balance right now, or when I was So the current balance of this when I set up my goals was $4,335. So we need a total of $10,665. And a breakdown of this is, so monthly we would need $888 and bi-weekly $410. Just seeing the breakdowns on this, it just, to me, makes me see how realistic these goals are that I'm setting, because we have not been able to do any of this since our priority was for my husband's Roth and our emergency fund. But now that my husband's Roth IRA is all fully funded, or we maxed out his Roth IRA, the next goal that we're working on, making sure we fully fund, is our emergency fund. And then all the extra income, overtime pay and stuff will go here. I wrote that down on here as well. Goal number 6 is to increase financial literacy with an investing focus. I still feel like I'm a newbie at this. I didn't start until last year in July, so I still have a lot of learning, and not just in investing, just in personal finance. I feel like there's always something to learn. I'm always wanting to keep learning about personal finance, how I can help clients and others more with their financial journeys. So I did write down to take an investing course, which my husband and I did. We completed it last week. And then books to read. I just have a list over here. I wrote extra blank spaces here for anything else that comes to mind that I can put down on here. But so far I have The Intelligent Investor, Think and Grow Rich, The Psychology of Money, which I listened to and I really loved, so I'm gonna buy the physical copy. Millionaire Success Habits, My Money My Way, the Little Book of Common Sense Investing, which I'm reading right now, Dollars and Cents, which I just checked out from my local library, which is next on my to read list, and then 3 more spaces. If you guys have any suggestions on any books, any personal finance books that you guys think I should read, please let me know so I can add it on here as well, and just to let everyone else know as well too. So for goal number 7, it's to teach our boys how to manage their money. It's been a little bit easier with my oldest. He is going to be 9, but with my 5-year-old, he just turned 5. It's still kind of, it's still a work in progress, I would say, for both of them, but at least we're getting started, right? I do have budget binders for them. I wrote that on here. I use a budget binder. I printed out, there's a printable that I purchased for $15. I'll remember to link it down below if you guys want to see it. I just think it's super nice and colorful. I thought of doing it myself, but decided to just invest because what ends up happening is that I overthink and I end up not really doing it. So I decided to purchase it from her, from Kids Money Academy, and just put a binder together. And I still plan to make that video. I just wanted them to be in their binders a little bit more so that I can have something to show you guys. And then also implement an allowance system because we've never had before. And the goal is $5 a week for my oldest. We're still not so sure. We still haven't started on their allowance system. Actually, I just got money from the bank. I think that was what was making me lag a little bit. But yeah, so $5 a week for my oldest, not quite sure for my youngest. We were just thinking like $2-3 just so he knows what it's like to have money and how to save and all of that. So I want to talk to them more about needs versus wants, savings and giving. And when I was talking to my son about giving, it was kind of hard. So this one is still kind of a work in progress for sure, because he was just asking me all these questions like, well, what do you mean? Where do I give? And how much? And just all that kind of stuff. So all of this stuff is still kind of new to me, even though I feel like I can handle my family's personal finance well with the kiddos. I just want to make sure that they get the money basics, especially when it comes to needs versus wants and stuff. So yeah, so this is our goals for the year. Let me know in the comments down below, how are you guys doing with your goals? Have you guys made any progress on any of them? Have you completed any of your goals? I know it's only the 3rd month, but yeah, let me know in the comments below how you guys are doing. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching, especially for watching till the end, and I will talk to you in my next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.